First though, Gareth Southgate will name his 26-man England squad for the World Cup tomorrow, and we know it won't include Reece James. Let's start with that, shall we, Jody? Terrible news for Reece. He's battled to try and get fit, but it seems it just was too much of a mountain to climb for him. Ben Chilwell as well from Chelsea out. With Reece James, if you can't guarantee you're going to be fit even for the knockout stages, is that the right decision really from Gareth in the end?
I think so, because as much as obviously Reece is going to be absolutely devastated to not make it for such a prestigious tournament and such a huge event in anybody's career, I actually think it's the right thing from Gareth, but also the right thing for Reece. I messaged Reece instantly when it first happened and said, listen, make sure you don't come back too early just to make yourself fit for the World Cup. You've got another 15, 16 years ahead of you. He'll have opportunities to play in other tournaments, but you do have to make sure that when someone's so young and they've got the rest of their career ahead of them, they don't cause themselves further damage by trying to be ready in time for a tournament that maybe comes too quick, and then he then has a kind of the ripple effect that will maybe affect him later on in his career. So devastating news for Reece. I'm absolutely gutted for him, because I think he starts every game for England if he was fit. But it looks like it's the right thing for him from a fitness aspect and a physical aspect, and also for Chelsea and England long term. Yeah,
you know him. How do you think he will be responding? He's got a good family around him. His dad, Nigel, obviously well-versed with footballing things. He's got his sister and other family members as well. We can't forget those. But how will he feel about this?
Well, he's obviously going to be devastated. But you're right, that's when you need a good support network. And obviously, you mentioned in Nigel, and obviously his mum and his sisters and brothers, they'll be all wrapped round him to make sure that he's feeling better. But at this present time, there's not really too much that you can say. Sometimes you just have to take it on the chin that it's not your time, the timing's off. And then he'll get the right support from Chelsea as well. I'm sure Graham Potter and all the staff at Chelsea are lending their support. And let's not forget that he's on a process of trying to make sure that he's fit for the rest of his career as well. So as much as it will hurt him, and he'll be devastated, sometimes you have to take these on the chin, and someone with his mentality will do, because it will hurt him more because of how much he wants to succeed and perform at the top tournaments. And I mean, he wants to become the best right back in the world, so you may not get an opportunity to do that if you don't play at World Cups and show that you can do it on the main stage. But I have no doubt that he'll have plenty of opportunities to prove for England and Chelsea in the future that he is going to be one of the best right-backs in the world, if not if. Yeah. He already is.
Yeah. Ben Chilwell as well. I mean, this is the second season running. Chelsea have had injuries at the same time to both their wing-backs, full-backs, whatever you want to call them. Is that simply just bad luck? And how tough is that on Ben Chilwell as well, having come back from a nasty injury, picked up in the Champions League last season, now he's picked up another one in a dead rubber game in the Champions League this season?
Yeah, I mean, where there's certain things that happen throughout your career where you just think, how on earth has that happened to me once, let alone twice? And then also where Chile had a bit of a poor experience in the last tournament for England, where he didn't get on the pitch, which I felt was slightly harsh. And he'd been playing well for Chelsea, albeit he'd been in a little bit in and out of the team of late. You have to say that performing well, Ben Chilwell has a massive chance of starting at fullback, I think. So yeah, devastated for him as well. Another good lad, and again, he's got the process of realising that, listen, the timing ain't right again, and I'm missing out. But again, he has to look after his body, because it's not the first fairly significant injury that he's had. So they need to make sure that which I'm sure all the medical staff will at Chelsea in England, and they'll give him all the support that he needs to make sure that he comes back to his best.